Open an envelope, seal the envelope, place a stamp in the corner, and don't forget to put the final destination and forwarding address. We have all done this, but it wouldn't be possible without a post office. India is home to the most post offices in the world. This is just one of few many facts that I will share with you tonight. In this speech, I'll be informing you about the demographics, the culture, and different communication techniques that are in India. I've been lucky enough to research for the last week about India. This speech will allow you to see the great things that I have found inside the country of India. I'll be discussing what makes India India. Second, I'll be discussing the culture of India. And lastly, I'll be discussing the communication techniques used in this country. So let's start with a simple question. What should I know about India? Well, to begin, India is actually the largest country in Southeast Asia. India is home to nearly 1.3 billion people, making India the second largest country in the world. India is considered not only a developed country, but a world power, and the country's GDP per capita currently is at $7,200. According to the 2020 Cultural Grams Online World Editions entry under average person. India is known as one of the most ethnically diverse countries in the world. When looking at the makeup of 1.3 billion people, 72% of this population is Indo-Aryan. 25% of this population is Dravidians. India is interesting because the country runs on a caste system. A caste system you're born into. You don't get to choose your life, and people are in classes. According to the 2020 Cultural Grams Online World's Edition on India under population. The language that is shared by 44% of Indians is Hindi. Mark Jurisberg, author of Encyclopedia of Global Religion, reports that about 80% of the populations practice Hinduism. The president of India currently is Ram Nath Kovind, and head of the government is Prime Minister Narendra Modi. India is regarded as the largest democracy in the world. About 60% of people show out to vote every year, according to the 2020 Cultural Grams Online World Editions entry under government. In regards to transportation in India, most common form of transportation is the bus. But we also see people using trains, taxis, and scooters. After hearing these facts, you might think, man, let me go visit India. So before you go, just know you'll need a valid passport as well as getting caught up on your vaccinations. Vaccinations needed in India would be your Hep A, your tetanus, and your typhoid. And in this current time we are in, most of the time we have to think about COVID. India has been able to control the number of COVID cases surprisingly way better than the US has. The Wall Street Journal has accounted this to the increased use of masks. So now let's look at what to expect culturally. India is known for the Taj Mahal and Bollywood, which is the Hindi film industry. Over 2,000 films are made each year and is home to the largest movie production in the world. India leads box office worldwide by revenue. In India, cricket and field hockey are the biggest sports in the country. In the Indian household, just like an American household, TV is a big aspect, and they like to watch Indian movies and Indian TV shows. Celebrations occur often and tend to gather on the weekends to dance, play, and eat. Vacations are taken usually once a year by an average family in India. Unlike Americans, every meal is usually eaten at home, and eating out is saved for a special occasion. Women usually eat following everyone else in the family or the guests. In Indian culture, you use your right hand to eat or banana leaves. Also, if a communal cup is being used, don't place your lips on the cup. In the Hindu faith, it should be noted that they do not eat beef, so that is something that you want to really know and understand. This was described by Gale, a CA Engaged company, in Worldmark Encyclopedia of Cultures in Daily Life, Volume 3, Asia and Oceania, 2nd edition. The last thing I will talk to you about is the unique communication techniques that are specific to India. Family takes precedence over the individual in the Indian culture. A household usually consists of extended family, and families tend to stay next to each other. There's an emphasis on respecting the elderly, and the father is the man of the house and makes all the decisions. The Indian culture is polychronic, and time is fluid and not strict. This culture is collectivism. Everyone is part of a unit, and they do not stray from it. Excessive hand gestures like I am using right now and verbal articulation is considered impolite. Public affection is inappropriate, and one should not whistle or use their left hand for anything besides personal hygiene. You have now gotten the crash course about India. First, you've heard about India. You've learned the culture and finally learned about the different communication aspects. You can hear these things all day long, but there's only one way to experience it. So pack your bags and take me with you, and let's see what else India has for us. Thank you.